Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Eternal Alt. Another episode of Alt Tabbed here. We're going to go ahead and take our warrior and kind of go ahead and push a little bit further into the storyline and all that. Try to get our class quests caught up and all from what we didn't get done in the last episode. I will say there was a few things. I was having some trouble with my software for Logitech. The G-Hub software was just not working exactly right. It was the only game. This is the only game that I've used that software on that I've had a problem. And so I don't know exactly what that issue is. Thankfully, the mouse I have still had all the onboard memory set up on it, and so I should be able to just use the onboard memory and be fine. And so that's what I'm going to do there. And I do want to go ahead too. I had a bunch of stuff I was picking up afterwards. I had a bunch of mail and things, stuff that was sent to this account. And there were several things that were account bound, but I did get thrown a little bit of a curveball with this. I had apparently set up to send to her a Reaper token, basically to allow me to play Reaper on this character. I can only assume that my game plan was to play through the storyline as a level 90 Reaper. I don't know. My guess on the time frame of this character was probably made almost 2 years ago. And so, yeah, I don't know exactly what my game plan was, but that is what I ended up doing. I have a I have a one of those buff tokens on her, and that has allowed her to get this class up to level 90. Now, I could run around and go ahead and use Reaper, but honestly, at low level, it's not going to help me to do that because I'm not going to have access to most of the powers anyway. And so I'm going to continue playing Warrior. My goal was to eventually get to being a Reaper anyway, and so I'm going to carry on with Warrior for a while until I get to a point that I kind of want to try something else or do something a little bit different. So we're going to go ahead and switch back, well, to Marauder at the moment, but we'll be Warrior after a little bit. So I don't remember if this is a complete setup, if the onboard set up exactly the way I was using it. It's been a little while since I've actually had to use that, so we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead. I've got to do the Megla crabs. I've got to do, yeah, so there's Megla crabs. Let's go ahead and knock that off first to do the axe and the stone, and then we'll see what else is needing to be done. I think the Arlay may be out here too, which would be awesome. That would be wonderful. We shall see. I'm still tweaking sound on this too. The sound wasn't terrible, but I've turned up the music just a hair to have something a little more underneath when I'm talking. Oh, got a fake going on. Yeah, why not? I don't know if I get... Whoops. Oh, I'm level sync. I'm sitting there going, is this not working either? Alright. Oh yeah, it's not doing the delay thing right now. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Oh, I haven't started it officially. Okay. Alright. The RLA, that's right. I think I actually have to start. There we go. I have to change up a couple of things on how stuff is working, but it'll be alright. Alright, so we got the Megla crab nest. There we go. Now we're getting there. If you guys didn't see, I ended up, I had to pull DCUO from my group of MMOs because Apparently, they have recently introduced a bug into the game where like 3 of the different quest lines won't complete, and unfortunately, the quest line I was on when I discovered this bug, well, actually I discovered it before, but it didn't affect me because I was able to still move on. But this particular quest line I had to finish to be able to progress the character, and I could not finish it, and so yeah. Obviously that means I was unable to continue the character, and so we'll bring in another MMO until they get that fixed. Now I obviously could play Reaper here and be perfectly fine going through it, but I also would I hate to burn too the leveling XP that comes from the main story quest. I hate to burn all that on a character that's already level 90. There's a ton of good reasons to just kind of to do it the way I'm doing it. Oh, that's right, I can't use that. Alright, let's get you, Mr. Megalo Crab. Alright. Slap him down if I can. He's level 15. Alright. And you suck. Boy, it'd be so much easier if I had a... Yeah, it would be so much easier. Oh, gosh, go down. It would be so much easier if I had that overpower where I could do the AoE. But I don't guess they're trying to make this easy, are they? It's not exactly hard either, but... And duty complete. Okay. Apparently the kids' parents were killed by a big crab. And we did well. Did honestly any of you expect anything different? Alright, let's go. Yeah, back this way. Trying to remember. And I guess I could use a little bit of speed for the moment. Alright. Yeah, that's right. That's correct. I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, is that the way in? I can't remember. Well, thankfully, both of those were in the same general vicinity, so we'll be able to turn them both in. We got some kind of event going on. I really haven't looked into it, just mainly because I'm trying to level. This would be something if I was on my, one of my bigger characters. Let's see. Okay, Glory Days is there. I'm going to go ahead and go through this one. I'm also going to do Levimate, and I have no interest in being a culinarian. And right now I'm not going to worry about being an armorer. We will obviously go into some of these later on. Oh, wait a minute. Well, no, most of the classes I pick up from this point will probably be the ones you got to hit level 30, 50, 70, whatever to get to. Gato 00. Gotcha. That is a name. And out of all the names in this game, that is one of them. Let's see, we're going to have to go to the sky lift. When we get done collecting this one, I think we've got another mission. I'm trying to remember. We may have another mission we need to run. Got to get our class quests caught back up. Alright. Anything that's really... yeah, nothing that's really just... yeah, we are a little behind on our quests. So actually by the time we finish this one, we'll probably have to do our 15. Okay. Sending me to the Blind Iron Mines. Alright, so now... that is here in Lower Lanicea. Alright, so let's step out the door here. And we'll pick a lower. Yeah, and then we'll have to go up. It's going to be a pretty good run for us. Wish I had a chocobo right now. But it's okay. To be honest, I'm gonna hold on to that when I pick up. Oh, this right here is a lot of money. They sell for 10 grand a piece, so I get like 500,000. That's part of the leveling up thing. I'll sell it at some point. I'll probably use it to buy styles. Just to be honest with you, I'll probably use it to buy styles off the market. Thought I heard something. One thing I love about this game is you're able to set the auto run, and you can kind of guide your character a direction and then turn around and look at everything that's going on around you. So at least if you're stuck wandering, you can at least look around, see the scenery and all. And we just keep her running. I guess I'll go ahead and speed it up for a few seconds. Might as well. And you get your little 20-second, and then you got to wait another 40 to get to do it again. But hey, it helped me get there just a little bit faster. So now we got to slay the Galagos. And see, like doing this stuff right here with that Reaper setup, it'd be like literally one shot, one shot, one shot. Let's see. Honestly, I'm not having any real trouble here. Yeah, they did the... I had to go look it up because I couldn't remember. So, the level 90 stuff came in with Dawn Trail. So the level 90 boost came in with Dawn Trail. And so, that's kind of... it was not too long after that when I made this character, and then from that point, it would have been, you know, that would have been when I bought this. Apparently, just, I guess I had intended to go back and play it, and something else caught my eye. Not 100% sure, but, you know, we're going to go ahead and play the character. I still think it's really cool to be able to play on a server. Let's see. Yeah, play on one of these older servers. And we're running, and we're running. And we're running. And yeah, it just takes a while. Of course, since I got an influx of money, I probably should just be teleporting. But when you start off, if you're first time playing this game, you're going to do exactly what I'm doing right now. You're going to be running a lot. We'll speed her up a little. And through the Tempest Gate. Alright, let's see. Let's go turn that one in. Now I'm going to go find a... yeah, I'm going to go find one of the crystals to transport myself with. There's the Aethernet. Where are you? Marauders, there it is. Okay. And then now I've got to actually go to the middle. And go find what they got for me to fight there. Alright. Trying to figure out what the second one is. Wake of Destruction. Oh, yeah. I've still got to speak with the one at the sky lift. I forgot about that. We're going to take care of our class quest first. Get the stuff. Oh, I hadn't noticed that. So I keep a jog, so I keep my movement speed up a little bit till I enter battle. Cool. That's nice. Okay. See if we can strike him down. All right. Next. You don't have to move very far. You just have to make sure you move out of the cone. All right. Oh, my question is, should I go ahead? No, I'm gonna get those quests done because I don't know where that. I don't remember where that sends me next, and so I want to make sure I'm getting the quests and everything. Get those class quests out of the way. Okay. Well, if it'll let me jog even after the speed wears off, then I just need to hit that every time I come out and let my character run. Yeah, No interested, not interested in that right now. So yeah, not quite as fast as sprint, but jog is a little bit better. A little bit better than the normal run. All right. Jump over the thing there. Okay. So we're going to go back to the upper deck, obviously. So we're going to ride here and use the big Aethernet. There's people in swim trunks and stuff. There's all kinds of little outfits and stuff to put together. Oh, let's see. Marauders Guild, yeah. Oh boy, got some choices there. Best plus is in the hands. We'll take it. All right, let's put that in the armory chest. Put that in the armory chest. And then we'll see what the computer thinks about it. And that's what the computer thinks about it. All right. Okay. So we're... Oh my goodness. We are so close. I hate to... Man. All right. Need to find something to kill for just a few points, because I mean we are so close. There we go. I knew we were really close. Check something too. What is... Okay, so I put that there. Alright, so that's there. So I... Okay, apparently... Oh, I know what I did. Okay. Sometimes it's hard. You're sitting there trying to figure out what buttons you did with what. You know, what did you do with what button? So I had to stop and kind of think my way through that, which means my setup is technically incorrect. For the Reaper, I'm going to switch it real quick because I don't think I'm going to remember. Yeah, I'm going to put... Just going to slide these over here, stuff that I don't really use. Slide you to there, you to there, you to there, you to there. There we go. There we go. And that'll get it somewhere where if I need it, it'll be there for me to use. Alright, so we're going to... Yeah, we're going back. Take our next quest line. Or we're supposed to be back taking our next quest line. I'm kind of noticing... There's Sage, we'll pick that up. Sage is one we'll pick up for sure. The Shall We Dance is Dancer. I probably will use that one. It's Of the ranged physical DPS, it's my favorite. And so we may pick that one up. We'll just kind of see, what we run across. Most of the starter classes I just don't care that much for anymore. Now I should... Yeah, I'm level 15. Yeah, there he is. It just wasn't showing up initially on the map as something I needed to do. But that's what I want, the tomahawk, because that's my thrown attack. Alright, so now we're talking. Alright, now we're ready. So now I gotta go to Airport. And I think it's the Fisherman's Guild. Yeah. Alright, we're going to talk to the skipper. And he is going to take me to Airport. It also can get you to Casa del Sol. Casa del Sol is like, to me, it's like probably one of the top 5 prettiest areas in the entire game. I absolutely love that area. If there was a way to build housing outside of the outside of the ward and districts and stuff, I would be doing that at Casa del Sol. Okay. Of course, we have all of these options for different things to do, but I am not going to do them because we're going to try to, we're going to progress through story and stuff and try to get into dungeons and all that. Okay. Oh, I think he's up top, maybe. Maybe. Nope. Okay, so must be inside then. We're going to go inside. Yep. Okay, so he's going to send us on to the next thing. Let's go. You got a whistle to draw the guy out. Now we're going to kind of run out here just a little bit too. There should be some enemies in this vicinity. Yep. If you remember our hunting log, we definitely want to try to keep up with that. Alright, grab all you guys. Come here. Here, puck hatchling. There we go. Alright. And knock him off. Okay. Oh yeah, hedge moles, dusk bats. There's all kinds of stuff I need to kill out here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, obviously they're running my health down a bit, but I'm not too awful worried about it. I'm doing damage plenty fast enough. Let's see now. Hi, Dust Bat. Let's talk. him out. Of course, you have to watch out for the pelicans here because they are actually they're actually hostile. So if you get close enough to them, you can end up getting swarmed pretty quick. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better working off the onboard memory on the mouse. Alright, let's drop him. Drag you two guys together. Alright. Him. Knock off the pelican here. Okay. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. I do have a little bit of extra time today, and so I have been looking forward to getting to play Final Fantasy. Alright, so we got all the pelicans took care of. So basically all the enemies right in the area. Great. Open world fights, you end up in this problem every so often. You end up with an enemy you didn't show up for. Okay. So now I've got to go back to the Marauders Guild. I did Aleport, so we have it. All right. Merchant and Mender. I hadn't repaired in a while. So you do need to repair gear in this. Oh, well, heck, I'm in perfectly good shape. Fine. Let's see if there's anything here I need to purchase. No, but I do need to sell that and that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and sell those because they're there for that purpose. And so if you're curious about how much money I have, just subtract 500k off of it. And that's what I have earned thus far. Alright, so I gotta go back. I think it's down here. Talk to the ferry skipper. Alright, that's not him. Oh, there he is. Where was I? Candlekeep Quay, Isles of Umbra, but we're going to go to Limsa. It's quite a bit cheaper. I could have used also, you do get a return spell that takes you to your home Aethernet shard, and I could have done that for free. Wasn't really thinking about it, but could have done that. I honestly don't always remember to use stuff like that. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, I need to get to the next thing, and I just kind of push through. Of course, if you got a whole lot of money, it doesn't really matter. All right. All right, back out here to him. And after we get this caught up, we'll start back on the storyline. I'm just, like I said, I'll keep kind of showing y'all little bits of the storyline, but I don't want to ruin the whole thing if somebody's planning on playing the game. Okay. Is that him over there? I think it is. Let's see if I can get close enough to jump up on that. I can. Scapfingum. Hi, Scapfingum. Okay. Supposed to use it to destroy the unmovable boulder. Oh, right there. I'm like, where's the boulder? Turn around and look. And Scapfingum. Okay. And he was very happy. Alright, we're going to cross back over. Now, one thing that's really cool, you actually can like stand on the edge of these cliffs. If you like to, if you want to do the fisherman, you can actually fish from the edge of these cliffs. It's pretty neat. Okay. We're going to cross over here. Over there. And back into the lower decks. Okay, so we're going back to the Marauders Guild first. And that'll end off our quest up to level 15. So we'll be able to do a little bit of main storyline here and kind of keep pushing. Looks like we got a bunch of people starting to get in Limsa. This is such a busy area, and this is one of the older servers that's, you know, tends to stay a little more busy. But the majority of people on this are probably already pretty high level. I don't know that I will get just a truckload of low levels running around with me. All right. About 6 of one, half dozen of the other here. I'm gonna go with that one. And we've learned Tomahawk. Tomahawk is very useful because it lets you go ahead and pull enemies. Let's see. I think 5's where, yep. So say C5, that's where I keep it. Alright, let's go back to the sky lift. I think that was middle. Okay. Oh, I need to put... Yeah, ended up with a new couple of items. definitely need to put those on. I do still have, this is all junk I was handed. It's all styles. It's gear, but it's all style gear. It's nothing powerful. Just stuff you might want to dress your character up with or use bits and pieces of it. That's typically what I do. I use bits and pieces. Alright, let's turn that on. And we shall start running. While I'm doing that, I'll set that up. And yes, you can re-equip your character and everything while you're running, or flying, or whatever else you need to be doing. Okay. Skylift coming up. And it's really everything just feels like such a long run when you're not able to fly or anything. It feels like a long run. Alright, let's turn here. Let's see. Yeah. Hip and trousers will work. Okay. And I'm going to throw on the hip and trousers. Also got to always remember to update your gear set. There's another level 10. Like I said, I'll hold on to those for a little later on. There's a point in time where I'm wanting to jump on Final Fantasy XIV, but I'm not quite feeling up to recording or something. Maybe I can use that as something to do. Alright, let me get rid of this jackal here. Alright. Yeah, let's just... Oh, wait a minute. I just thought about that with the beast gauge. I wonder if they've just gotten rid... they used to have a little thing there that showed that you had enmity or that you were in warrior stance. Maybe they just, maybe they just finally decided to let us go, let us be responsible for our own choices and realize that yay or nay, we don't have that on. Maybe that's what they've done. And I would be okay with that. Alright, let's cut across. Oh gosh, swift perch. Hang on a minute. Oh, shoot. I should have stopped to think before I started running. I was sitting there thinking, isn't Swift Perch connected to one of these? And it is. Sometimes you just gotta have enough time to remember. here. Still chasing me, but we're going to get away from him. There's Quarterstone, and then we get down here to Swift Perch. And then Airport is over here where we went earlier. Swift Perch is kind of like a piddly little area. Alright, let's talk to Lalf. Okay, nothing really for me. I've already got bits and pieces. I'm keeping those smaller ones because that's what I'm going to level my retainer with. I may set up a extra retainer, or possibly two, so that I can have up to 4 retainers. So that I could have 2 of them that do gathering, one of them that does hunting, and then one that will sell for me. Okay. Well, there you have it, fat dodos. Obviously. Some damage going here. Alright. Get the dodo egg. Alright, kill him. Alright, got that second one. Okay, he was off of that nest. I'm like, something was not jiving in my head there. Okay, let's see. Do some damage to him. Got it. Oh man, now I got buccaneers over here I need to take out. Just like dead gummit. Every time I turn a corner. Alright. Do a little of that ourselves. Buff up a little bit. Fast enough. We're going to go back and turn that in. Okay. Quarterstone. sloth. Okay. Now let's go talk to Kansas. Sure. Gotta love these names. Okay, we're gonna make a turn up here. I'm trying to dodge the enemies. I just don't see any point in getting to a pointless fight. I guess we're gonna have to fight 1 and 2. Kill him off. Alright, back to the middle. Okay, try to stay away from the buzzards. Alright. Alright, we set the scarecrow. Okay, I had to interact with it. Alright. Blow up. Thank you. Okay. And back to our friend here. Come on if you're coming out. Got it. Oh. Don't know where my head is right now. Alright, and then back to Swift Perch. Okay. Let's go turn it in. To Freylof. Freylof. Not really sure how you would say that. Alright, so we gotta go back to Limsa. I'm gonna actually use return. That's the smart thing to do. Talk to the Forge Master. Alright. God, there's a lot going on here. to 60s when I can pick up Dancer. Dancer's a pretty fun one. Let's see. There, hands is down there, so I'm going to take Aft Castle. Huh. Well, the guild names there was Scion. I was actually in a guild named Scion. I wonder if it's the same group or if it's just a different group. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. Alrighty, let's see. Yeah, I can see it. If I ever just am not feeling like recording anything on camera, I'll probably come back and start clearing these, because they will eventually drive me nuts looking at them. Let's see, we'll equip that. There we go. And if you're wondering what I'm waiting on to do with all this gear here, that's all going to go into a... basically, once I get the ability to use it, it'll go into a glamour box to be saved to use with character builds. Okay, so I gotta go to the Morby Dry Docks. I do not remember. That may be in the lower. Have we not done the levees? No, we have not. I need to go open that real quick too. I just noticed that. I barely saw it, but yeah, I just noticed the levees of Swift Perch have not been done yet. So a levy, you get so many opportunities to do levies. I usually end up like never playing them right up until yeah, I usually don't end up playing them right up until I have to let's see here, start leveling other characters. And at that point, I suddenly become interested in it. Whoops, I did not mean to hit that. Darn it. I meant to back out of that. So the place that I need to go is down there, the dry docks, but I'm not ready to go there just yet. Got to head back to Swift Perch, which means I got to go back to Airport and send me to Swift Perch. And the most cost-effective way to get there is to go down to the ferryman and let him take me to Airport and then run from Airport to Swift Perch. Yeah, Scion. That was a guild I was in. I don't know if it was that one, but alright, so let's go to... Was it Fisherman's, I think? Yeah. Fisherman's down by the dock. I've done fishing in this game before. Would consider doing it again. It's kind of a... It's not... It's got some stuff that you could use, obviously. But... It's not exactly... You know, something I enjoy doing. Of the gathering classes, it's the one that's a little bit, seems like the most tedious. It takes more time. You have to stand there and you play a little mini game. Whereas with the gathering, you know, the botanist or the miner, you walk up and you just activate the node and go. There's a slight mini game involved with that, but it's not nearly quite like fishing. But I mean, honestly, fishing does get some pretty cool stuff too, so maybe it's worth it. Still running. Alright, so we're going to go look at the Levimate here. So, a guild levy. Alright, so guild levies, Levimates. So you accept the one that you want, and you get some options. You get 3 level allowances every 12 hours. And so I usually end up getting very close to the max before I end up actually doing them. I've never accepted anywhere near 16 at a time, usually just one at a time. This first one here, you don't get an option in, they give it to you. So the first levy you run in this, you don't really get an option in. The ones I don't like are the escort quests, because they're just a pain. You have to keep going back and getting getting whoever you're escorting, and then leave them in a spot, go kill, and it's just kind of, yeah, it's a pain. All right, so grabbing for crabs, and then we're going to initiate. And here you can up the difficulty to get more damage and stuff. Now, I'm above the level, and so it's going to max it out for me automatically. But, you know, if you anywhere between the regular and +4, you know, if you go all the way up to +4, it's +4 level to that levy. And when you do that, there we go. And when you do that, you get more rewards. Now, obviously, being higher level, I'm not going to get a truckload, but so then you go collect them, and it'll let you, if you want to, you can warp to return. I will do that sometimes. And there you have it. And that's a levy. Now, you do the first quest to unlock them, but after that you can just walk straight up to the levy person and start them. Alright, so levies are unlocked. Alright, now I got to go back to the Moraby dry dock. So I got to go back to Lower Lenicea. Oh man, it's just such a long run to do anything. Alright. You can see there's levies over here. You got Elport. Alright. Level 18. About 13k away from another level. So at 20, we'll get another class quest. Whoops, I need... Oh, hang on a minute. Speed this up. Alright. You can also use levies and stuff to kind of gear your people, because you get some of them where you get options for like items and stuff. So if you select it, you get so much reward plus an item. Kind of random what they give you. I mean, but you'll see what you're after before you do it. So it's not like you do it and then hope you get something. You'll know what you're getting before you start it, but it's random as to whether or not the list that you get of options is whether it's actually a useful item or not. Alright, back to Limsa. Okay. So now we got to go to Moraby. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go to Lower Lenicea and run down there. Alright. Now we're going to hit that again. It's killing me partially to run by those, by these, but I do need to run by them. It's kind of the smart thing to do right now is go ahead and run by those. All right, let's see. Turn up in here. Now here's where you get some. There's the 20 levies down here, and then you get the better levies that are from the guilds. That's an option. I don't know why I can't ever think of the name of the guilds in that. I just companies, the grand companies. That's it. And basically, grand company is just it's a guild, quote unquote, in the game, and we'll actually pick our grand company. The likelihood is I'll go with Maelstrom because Limsa's, well, I don't know. It'll be them or it'll be the Serpent. I'm surprised that thing didn't attack me. It's usually, I think it's 10 levels, but I could be wrong. Or it may just not have seen me. But anyway, yeah, the grand companies, they give you some really cool capabilities and options. I might get a little bounce in my name there. Very weird. But it's okay. The game is just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And you're getting to see it pretty much like I'm seeing it. If you're up to 1440p on the video, you're seeing pretty much what I'm seeing. My computer right now has got this pretty well maxed out. Now, every once in a while, my CPU fans start spinning up, but so Atbram here is trying to build ships for the Maelstrom Navy. And of course, they talk a little bit about the Calamity, which is how the whole Realm Reborn came to be. All right. Yeah, we'll take the jack boots. All right, so he's doing that. Let me go ahead and put jack boots on because I think we're about to have a fight here. All right, so I got all that. Oh, this is one of the items too here that I got from some of that stuff I had. It levels with you, so its capabilities level along with you. It's constantly being level locked, but it goes all the way up to item level 560, and so that's at level 90, and it increases my experience earned by 30% when I'm in any class that's below 90. So class or job, so it's helping me level just a little bit faster. All right, so we'll have those. I'll obviously need to take the gold. All right, so great, got to go do some doubting. Now the bad part is I quite literally am close to the level to be able to get a chocobo, but you have to go through the quest line to get it. That's one thing I do kind of wish they would change. I wish they would give you a chocobo pretty early, and then it already separates the chocobo from the combat side of it, so you get like a double whammy. Your chocobo can also be a combat pet, and what I would like is us to get the chocobo pretty early so we can ride it around, and then instead of worrying about, oh, that's right, we got to doubt him, don't we? I don't believe you. Turtleback Island? Swear on his poor Nana's grave. Navigator, rest her soul. We're going to take the money there. Okay, so now back out of here, and now I gotta go run down this area. If I recall, there's going to be some enemies down here that are also going to be in my hunting log. Maybe. Could be wrong. And here's Frilsmid. Oh yeah, I gotta go down here. Oh, yep, they are. Of course, they are hostile. Alright, let's get some butt kicking going. Darn it. I walked back in and got stunned. Alright, though. Stronger than these guys. Let's go over here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the rigging. Since I'm right next to it. Got him. Come on. Alright. Another log down. See, I'm gonna probably go another 20 or so minutes. See how far we can get. Have a little bit of extra time a day, but not. I don't have like 2 or 3 hours. I wish I had 3 or 4. Life just does not work out that way most of the time. All right. And over. All right, now we'll run back up. Cut back through here. Over here. Okay. Run down here and talk to the shipwright. Atbram. Okay, where are you? There he is. His father turns out to still be a pirate, causing trouble. Okay. We're a little bit ahead of that, so... Sends us to speak with Gimthada. I guess that's Gimthada. That's closest I can come up to it. Let's see. Oh, there she is. Or he. Or she. I don't know. I can't tell with the hat on and all that. Alright. Outside the door. Okay. Trying to see where this is. Oh, nope. Going the wrong way. Ah, nuts. Means I gotta go back outside, yeah. Darn it. Well, that's my mistake. I do make plenty of them. When I don't zoom in on the map, I sometimes will miss stuff like that. Alright. Let's see. There's one. Oh, fireflies. I need to get them too. Awesome. Well, let's just grab them all. Let's just go ahead and catch them all. There you go. Okay. Disreputable pirate. Okay. And he's not receptive to any of our kindnesses. And so we are going to go ahead and climb back up and go back to the shipwright. See, that's 13, yeah. All right. And yeah, I've already got, we'll just take that, start the next one, and we'll just keep going. Okay, so now we're gonna go talk to folks. Because Final Fantasy is an RPG, and in RPGs you must be sent to talk to people to solve problems. Alright, so we're going up. Looking for the shifty-eyed sailor. Oh, there it is. Okay, got to turn the right direction. It always helps. And of course, there he is. Looking over the... Oh, the jackal's turning around, and I'm not going to bother with him if he's not going to bother with me. Bah, spotted me, well, did ye? You're too late. What's to happen is already happening. Alright, now we go back down in there. So that's the thing. I know generally what's about to happen. Oh, by the way, I have a parasol for when it rains. I don't think I can jump down. No, I can't. Darn it. Man, I wish I could get down there faster. But no. No, they're bound and determined to make me do the more reasonable thing. All right. They're talking. Jump down here. And we're going to get... Oh, yeah. That's going to work out about perfect timing-wise. So, level 18. We're not that far ahead of where we're supposed to be. We're only 19. All right. Pirates. All right, so now I gotta go to the shipyard and engage the enemy. All right. Trying to remember. Now, when they do these, it's pretty cool. You kind of have to find. They do throw you up some guardrails though, so you don't go too far off path. So they got that blocked off there, that blocked off there, and so I should have gone, I think, this way. Yeah, there they are. And so we're kind of just sitting here taking out the lackeys. Oh, where are you? There you are. Alright, this guy's healing. He's got to go. Sometimes you can out damage the healers, sometimes you can't. Just kind of depends. Alright, so that all looks blocked off down there, so we'll go this way. And there he is. And plot twist, that's his dad. Duh, what are you doing, you great bloody fool? They're going to try to blow up his ship. All right. Yes, and there's the plot twist of the, this is the father of the big bad pirate. And so, we take the man on. Alright, so I'm going to get over here. Do this. So I need to make sure I get that lackey that's healing killed. And of course, we got some mercenaries here. Oh, we got him pretty easily. Well, aim's hitting hard. Sliding off course there. Okay. What in the world? Sitting here and I got like something in my eye and I'm blinking a few times, and like when I do, I look up and I'm like somewhere else. It's like, what the world? And that's flopping. And the ship is safe, of course. because that's what's important. Okay. And he's so thankful for our help. Alright, so now we got to go talk to God, these names. Gimthata. I don't even think about these names except for the fact that I'm trying to read them out now all of a sudden. Alright. And that's going to send me to the next one. So back in Limsa, let's go ahead and do the return spell. I think we're getting to a point. I'm not going to be able to get too much further. So I'll probably go ahead and call it. At least not too much further at the moment. If I can get a little bit tonight, another hour and a half or so, I may go ahead and play another round of it. I really am enjoying it. I hate that DCUO kind of flopped on me. Because I was enjoying that as well, and it's such a different type of game. I might hit some Guild Wars here pretty soon too. This has become the more intriguing one to me, and doing the Eternal Alt thing, that's what I do, is I play whatever's the most interesting to me at the moment. Okay. Quest complete. And we've leveled up to 20. That means we're going to have another class quest. And we have to do the next part here. Go ahead and pick up that info. Okay. Let's see. Let me go ahead and skip cutscene there. This is really not the super cool part, unfortunately. The better part of the story happens quite a bit later, when things start kind of coming into place. We run into the Scions and stuff like that. End up becoming, a major hero in the world. All right. So yeah, that's going to give me some stuff to work with. Take that. We've also got to talk to Mr. Reiner here. Alright, so let me hand over the letter. Let's see, the Sagan. Okay, so he... And Warriors of the Light, that's what we are. They're not calling us that right now because we're not well enough known, but yeah. Alright. So, there we have it. We're going to go ahead and end it right there because we got two cool things coming up here. We're moving on to Swift Perch, and then we've also got the level 20 class quest we need to knock out. And so we'll be working on those. Yeah, Mountain Stride starts over here. Talking to Salkwood, and then we'll move on with that. But yeah, folks, I hope you enjoy these playthroughs. I enjoyed doing them. I like to try to play Final Fantasy XIV when I have a little bit more time, hour and a half, roughly at least. A couple hours would be better, but it takes a little bit with all the running back and forth to get into different parts of the quest, and so I don't ever want to just stop halfway through a quest. I want to finish them so that we're looking at brand new things when we come back in the next game. So yeah, but yeah, with that, I do hope you've enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe for more content. And of course, guys, as always, I will see you on the next alt.